Okay, I tried to do this with the game sound and my voice, but it was just drowning it out. So I'm doing a commentary over it, so there's no game sound. Alright, so kind of the secret to this is no rocket launchers at all. And the reason being is that, I'll get to that, but ultimately it kills too many of the guys too fast. So, as weird as that sounds. We'll get to that. That comes in wave number 5 when the big guys start coming in. So you generally want to get everything to level 3 except for that other, that level 4 laser tower. That's important because when those crawly guys come out from the left hand side, that level 4 tower will almost entirely destroy them before they even, sometimes he does, before they even get there. So he does a lot of serious damage. And you can see that the lasers will prioritize the crawly guys, for sure. Slowing it down now. For whatever reason, you wouldn't think this would be the case, but I noticed if I tried to play this in 2 times the speed, it throws off like the sync of everything. You wouldn't think that it would. You think it'd be exactly the same, but it's not. It does change things, and I'll explain that. That all comes together in wave number 5. Wave number 5 is when the really big guys come. Yeah, so get your lasers and machine guns up to level 3 as much as you can. Since the lasers will prioritize, they'll do closest first, but then they'll prioritize to the crawly guys, the crushers, and the giant bears, or whatever they are, the two-headed bear dogs. Those crushers are a pain because they're powerful and they move fast. So that first one is the toughest one because um, your weapons aren't that advanced yet. It's a huge difference between level 3 and level 4, that's for sure. The other thing I notice is like it's not enough to just have lasers or just have machine guns. The combination of them attacking at once, like one target, that makes a huge difference in how effective they are. I must have done this 200 times trying to figure this out. Because I did it once when my levels were only, my damage boosts were only 12.5% across the board. And now I'm at like 17.5, 17.5 for 2 of them, 20% for one of them, and I think still 15 for another. But I managed to do this when I was at 12.5 across the board, and then I couldn't duplicate it, despite having much higher damage boosts, until I figured this out. But then I remembered when I did succeed that one time, I didn't use any rocket launchers. And of course, I tried it several times without the rocket launchers, but the formation of how you do things makes a big difference. So now those really tall guys are coming out that just take up so much more damage. Um, and it's important on your inner circle. I kind of skipped that part a little bit, but on the inner circle, you want to put a couple of those on the top left-hand corner right now. A couple of just like level 1 lasers is perfectly fine. Just to kind of do some damage on those really tall guys because they take a lot. Okay, right here. This is where it's important not to have rocket launchers, because rocket launchers will, all these little guys in front of the giant monsters, rocket launchers will take them out. But you need them alive because they slow down the giant guys here. These big giant enemies. They slow them down long enough for your weapons to finally be effective against them. So that's one down already. Working on getting the second one down. Almost there. Alright. That's the toughest part. If you can get those first two giant beasts that come in, no idea what they're called, but if you can get those first two killed, you're pretty much in the clear. Even though there's a whole bunch more that are coming right now in wave 6. And even now, yeah, same thing. These little guys, they are slowing down the big guys. Again, giving your weapons time to actually do some work. Once you're done with the inner stuff, you can get rid of all this. Get your points back. Use those to upgrade your stuff. Although at this point, this round went pretty well, so it doesn't really turn out to be necessary, but I went ahead and built this last laser tower anyway, just in case. But as you can see, it's not going to make a difference. There we go. And that's it. Peace, kid.